Welcome back to the channel. Today is a very special day. The paint is finally in for the Charger project, and I have been waiting 2 weeks for them to get the correct toners in to make this color. So it is a very special color for the car. I cannot wait to see it. But before we go up there, I'm gonna install some stuff on the Hellcat, and what I have here is an oil separator as well as a brand new, or the new updated CNC tensioner for the supercharger belt. So I'm going to be installing that. This is made by AAD Performance. Link will be in the description. Also, Black Ops Auto Works, link is in the description. They are working with me on a bunch of parts for the Charger project, for my Hellcat. They also have a bunch of stuff. They have stuff for Challengers, Chargers, Trackhawks, you name it, they have it. It's good quality. It's made in the US. Let's install this so we can go check that paint out. I cannot wait. So on a side note, the packaging, just like the control arms, is on point. Look at this. I can't believe it. You guys probably can't believe it. Let's get this stuff installed on the Hellcat and head up to Denver. Finished installing the AAD Performance Supercharger belt idler and the catch can, and I must say these things look really good. So when I was putting this together, I was flip-flopping this, and the belt does go this orientation, but yeah, it has a bunch of different holes on here. So when you run different size pulleys, you just adjust this to keep the tension correct on the belt. As it says in the instructions, you want the tensioner to be around the middle, which is where I have mine now. And yeah, this is just really, really nice. I like the black anodization, just really clean install. Also, another thing I did was I went to AutoZone, grabbed a formed hose. So on this catch can, it actually has nice formed hoses. If you use a straight hose, you know, sometimes you may end up running into kinking issues if you run them too tight. These ones are pre-bent, so you can run them nice and tight and it looks really factory. I have the part number somewhere. I'll probably, what did I do with it? I don't know what I do with the part number. I'll find it and then throw it in the description. So everybody that wants to get one of these catch cans, I'll throw the link in the description for both of these as well and the part numbers. So then if you do the same install that I did, you can just get the hose and have all the formed hoses. And actually it's one single hose. So it's not like you're buying a bunch. I think it's like 24 bucks, which made it totally worth it because it looks really factory. But now that that's installed, now we are gonna go head up, grab the paint for the Charger, and I can't wait to see this color. So let's head up there, hopefully drive the Hellcat. I'm not sure, I might end up, it depends if I'm picking a car up or not. Just got up to Sherwin Williams, so I'm gonna go inside. We're gonna figure out the paint situation, and we'll have all the paint we need for the Charger. Just finished getting all the paint supplies, or most of the paint supplies for the Charger project, and I must say I love Sherwin Williams paint. I've been using it for a long time. I painted the front of my truck with it once I fixed it, and then I painted the Hellcat. Now I'm painting the Charger. I also painted the VR4. It's very good stuff, lasts a long time. I also really like these things. They sell these things and they go on the top of a gallon of paint. And since there is so much of the paint in the can, I don't want to be spilling any of it, and since it's so expensive for this paint, I really don't want to waste any of it. Finally back home from Sherwin Williams, getting the paint for the Charger project, and I don't think I could have made any better decision on the color choice. Frostbite Blue is just gonna make the car look so good, and I think the color choice was just spot on for the project. So I was thinking about a bunch of different colors, Dodge colors, making colors, and at the end of the day, Frostbite Blue is a base clear. Instead of being a tri-coat, it has all the tri-coat effects almost without actually being a tri-coat, so it's gonna be a little bit easier to paint. Still gonna look really good. It's gonna have that color shift almost like my Hellcat right here, and it's just what I wanted. I wanted it to be a light color. I really almost wanted to paint it the same red color that's on my Hellcat, which is Octane Red. But at the end of the day, I feel like red is just too dark, and it's just not bright enough. I feel like the blue is very bright without being too bright, like going to like the neon green or a yellow or something like that. So I think it's gonna complement the brake calipers. I powder coated them the same color, so they're tennis ball yellow, but with glow in the dark. So in the sun, it actually gives it kind of a halo. And I just can't wait to see this thing painted. So I'm really happy to actually have the paint now, and we're getting very close to having the car ready for paint. So by the end of the week, I think I should have this car primered and just kind of go from there. But it is getting very close. Today, I got the hatch done, or got the hatch Duraglassed, and just continued to work on that. Everything lines up with the hatch. The hatch was a very hard thing to get to line up, just because it's so many different angles and so many different things, pulls it all different ways. So I'm just really happy that that stage is finally finished. And now that we're kind of on the downhill slope of fabrication, there isn't gonna be so much fabrication. Really, the only thing that I have left to fabricate is the tranny tunnel, which really isn't that big of a deal. I just have to make a piece of sheet metal to go on it, and then make the mount actually be able to bolt up on the driver's side once again. So we're gonna get this car done really quick. I still think I'm on schedule to get the car painted by the end of the year. So December 31st, I want to have this thing sitting either in this spot right here, or I'll take the FC down to my shop and have the Hellcat Challenger, and then have the Widebody Charger Wagon sitting in the garage, just looking really pretty. And then once that's all finished and done, I'll start building the 426 Hemi and figure out how I'm gonna fit the twin turbos and all of that other stuff. So it's just a lot of stuff to think about. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do the exhaust. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for the intercooler, et cetera. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff to think about. So also on top of that, I have to figure out the interior, which I'm gonna just probably end up using Hellcat Charger interior. I have to find the right color. I'm gonna have to buy another car from the auction. It's a lot to go into this project, but I'm just really happy it's getting to the point where it's gonna be primed by the end of the week. I can actually see it in one color. It's not gonna be a million colors. And then also another thing, I'm working with Sherwin Williams. I'll put the email address for a contact that I have at Sherwin Williams. So if you need any paint or supplies or anything like that, I mean, the paint that they have, I mean, you can see right here, I painted this, I don't know, a year ago now, and I've driven it, and I mean, it is so flawless. I just love this paint. The clear holds up. If you buy the good stuff, I forgot what it's called. It's I know the clear CC200 is the new stuff that they have. That stuff lays out really nice. It has a reducer, it has a hardener, and then it's a clear, and I mean, it just lays out so nice. I actually polished this, but even without polishing it, it laid out. I mean, it's probably the best clear that I've ever used. And I haven't painted too much stuff. I mean, I've used a couple different kinds of clear, and I think this is probably the CC200 is the best stuff that they have so far. I mean, they'll probably make some new stuff. I just like how it looks. I've seen a lot of other clears. I have some friends that paint cars and stuff, and the clears actually sometimes look When you look at them really close, they look almost pixelated. And in this, you can actually see, I haven't actually buffed this car or waxed it in probably a year. I've just pretty much been washing it. And you can't see any pixelation in the clear, which is something that really bothers me. I'm not exactly sure why it bothers me. It just does. So I'm gonna end the video here. There's a lot of stuff going on. By the end of the week, I think Friday, I should have the primer video for the Charger. So we'll have that thing in primer by the end of the week. And we'll just kind of go from there. So if you like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, throw a comment below, share it with anybody you think would love a fast wagon project. And as always, see you guys next time.